Now, in our bracket part so far, all we've used is this center line from our master model. The rest of the master model has been completely unused at this point, and we're not going to use most of it. So first of all, this stuff down here we really don't need, and we might as well remove it from our parts so that our surface bodies, just everything is simpler. We have less stuff to look at in our file. So what we can do is go up to our surface bodies here and select a few surface bodies. Let's select the ones that we know that we don't need. Let's see, it's these ones down here, all these base ones. And then I'll hit the delete key on my keyboard, not backspace, but delete. And when I do that, it's going to create a feature for me called delete body. And I hit OK. And that's just a feature in my tree that removes surface bodies from the part. Now, obviously, those bodies are still existing in my file. If I roll back before the body delete, they come back. Okay, so this is just a handy feature to help us clean up what's going on in our file. And just so that you know, up in the Direct Editing tab is a Delete Solid/Surface tool, which is the exact same thing as what we just did using the delete key. Okay, so this stuff is here just as a reference, but for the moment, let's actually go ahead and create just something as a stand-in for our bracket. I'm going to go to my Features tab, do an extruded boss with the outer diameter. We'll go the opposite direction and pick your favorite wall thickness. Let's just say it's 3 millimeters, just because who knows what this is made of. This is just a stand-in anyway. And hit OK. That'll be our first solid. Next, we're going to need a hole in the middle of this, right? So let's do an extruded cut using our inner diameter sketch right there. And instead of blind, let's go through all, just to be sure that it goes through everything in our part. Hit OK. And we have the beginnings of a bracket. And I'd like for the outside of this to rise up toward the front. So let's grab that original outer diameter sketch, head up to Extruded Boss, and this time, instead of just extruding a big chunk, we're going to come down here to the Thin Feature checkbox and check it. And we want one direction, and make sure that it's going outward from our sketch. And let's make it, again, 3 millimeters thick. Now, in direction 1, we'll make that go down by a certain amount, by the same amount as our thickness. So it goes down the exact same as the previous extrude that we did. And then in direction 2, we'll come up however far we want for this flange to come up. And let's say we want that to be 10 millimeters. I'm just guessing. We'll hit OK. And that works for the moment. And at this point, the fact that this is ghosted is starting to kind of bother me. So let's expand this little arrow right up here to see the visibility properties of our various features and bodies. And you'll notice that the bracket part is currently ghosted. It's currently in transparent mode. Let's click on that to make it opaque again. And then I do want for this surface to be transparent, so we'll use those handy-dandy presets that I created before. Go to my appearances and the materials, the ones that I've created. Go ahead and make that, I don't know, green, doesn't matter. And there she is. So this is going to be our basic bracket. This is our starting point. And before we go back, let's also grab another material. This time, let's grab, I don't know, something, let's grab this dark gray and apply it to that body. But then click the body, grab its appearance, and edit that appearance. And then I'm just going to make it something really obvious, like a nice, I don't know, nice bright purple, something that's really easy to see. Hit OK. So that's going to be really obvious back in our assembly. We'll go back, save that, and here in our assembly you can see our big purple bracket is nicely containing the outside of our transducer. Perfect. Now we're going to need more to this bracket, obviously. It's going to have to connect with the rest of this body. Further, we're going to need screw holes in order to accommodate the actual transducer. So let's do that in a separate video.